Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Grossball and welcome to the Jesse AF Show. Today is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2019, episode 51 of my daily podcast. Yeah, that's right, daily. That means every single day I'll be posting a new episode. So please check in tomorrow from my next episode. I'm on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So if you have any of those platforms, please consider subscribing. That way you get notifications for whenever I post a new episode. Today I'm going to be talking about my homeland, the Hudson Valley. And the Hudson Valley it's a very, very old place. And the Hudson Valley is basically called the Hudson Valley because, well, guess what? The Hudson River runs right through it. And that's the funny part. So the Hudson River goes all the way from upstate New York, like Adirondacks, all the way down to New York City and to the ocean. But the Hudson River was explored by Henry Hudson himself, and my area is so unique. We have mountains, we have bike paths, we have roads. That's not too unique. But what we do really have is a lot of history. History is a big part of my area, and if you looked across the river from me in Rhinebeck, you would actually find the Vanderbilt mansions, the Wilderstein mansions. There's a lot of mansions around me, to be honest. And in all those mansions, that really tells a story too, because Kingston, New York was the first capital of New York. Sure, now the capital of New York is Albany, New York, but Kingston tried its spot. We actually have a lot of history around here. Right now, I am in Rosendale, New York, and in Rosendale, we have cement mines. Cement mines also run all the way over to Kingston, New York. Cement mines gave cement to New York City, and our cement is really good, strong cement, and they actually used it in a couple of things, like I think the Brooklyn Bridge, for instance. And in Kingston, New York, well, a little bit north of Kingston, New York, we have the Ashokan Reservoir, which is a very, very large body of water that was man-made to supply water to New York City. And it's really interesting because they basically had to flood towns to put that reservoir in, and it was really interesting because if you were to scuba dive in the Ashokan Reservoir, you'd actually find old structures of those towns that were there before. And it's really cool, but I'm pretty sure you'd probably get arrested if you did that, because the DEP doesn't really like that. So yeah, the Hudson Valley. We have railroad tracks that are no longer railroad tracks. They're basically just rail trails. And the rail trails are great places for people to go walking, running, riding bikes, riding horses. We also have farmlands. We have so many different farms around us that produce very high quality produce and animals like livestock. And our area is really unique. We also have had a very high influx of industrialization go through our area. So we have a lot of old factories that are not factories anymore. Maybe they're housing developments for people. But we do try to do that. We have a lot of, our poverty line is pretty, we have a lot of people that are poor or lower class, and it really sucks about our area. But the reason why we have so many low class people is because the high influx of industrialization that left. We also had IBM, which left. Yeah, we have a lot of sad stuff, but we also have a lot of great stuff. Our area, or my area, is really great. It's it's wonderful. It has amazing views. We always have people from New York City coming up to see our views. We also have the Mohonk Mountain House. And Mohonk Mountain House is a very, very famous place. It's actually really wonderful. We have a lot of state parks. We have a lot of hiking trails. We have a lot of mountains surrounding us. And we have a lot of stone houses that were built all the way in the 1700s. And those stone houses are still standing. They're doing great. There's a business actually that is on the four corners of the oldest part of Kingston, and that business is called Rough Draft Books. It's Barn Books. But yeah, my area is really unique. We have a lot of money if you look hard enough, but we also have a lot of poverty, and we have a lot of problems with our infrastructure, our business infrastructure. Sure, a lot of people don't really talk about our area because I feel like I'm the only person in Kingston that really has a podcast. I don't know, there's probably like 3 more people. If you look on Twitter around my area, you'll find nothing. Pretty much nothing. So it's very, very difficult to do anything social media related around my area. Sure, we have a lot of older people that are on Facebook because really we don't have a lot of young people because everyone that's young leaves and goes to New York City or somewhere else because Kingston is pretty old. We don't have a lot of things going on in Kingston. We don't have a lot of nightlife scene. It's basically all old person stuff. There's not much to do. Really not much to do at all. And it's sad because most everyone from my area has to go to Poughkeepsie or New Paltz for anything nightlife related. And those places are pretty far from Kingston, and they're about, well, New Paltz is about 30-40 minutes away, and Poughkeepsie is more like 50 minutes away from Kingston. Yeah, we don't have a lot, but we do have a lot of maple syrup, which I really love. I love maple syrup. I love the farmlands that we have. We have a lot of that. And we have a lot of backwoods. We have a lot of rural mixed with mountainous, desolate homelands. Yeah, we have a lot of great stuff, and we also have a lot of really out in the middle of nowhere stuff. But that out in the middle of nowhere stuff is really kind of the gem of my area, and it kind of makes my area a little bit more interesting, a little bit more homey, I should say. But we don't have a lot of businesses. A lot of small businesses, yeah, sure, we do kind of have small businesses, but they're not doing that great. They're not extremely profitable. We have a very slow economy around here, and I want to fix that eventually. I've noted that in a previous episode, what is wrong with my community and why I want to make my community better. But yeah, so that's my area. Kingston, New York. We also have Saugerties, New York. We have horse races. Well, not exactly horse races, but it's a horse show. It's not really a horse race, but people ride horses, they jump over things, and people pay a lot of money for that. Yeah, we have a lot of that around here. Yeah, we don't have a lot. But I want to change that about my area. I want to give my area more of a voice. I want to really keep the youth in my area. I need that. We need that as a community. And our area is really lacking with a lot of things. Our roads are awful. So there's a lot of problems in my area, but yeah. It's kind of normal, but at the same time, I want to fix my area. I want to really give my area a better name. I want to make upstate New York more of an icon. I want my area to prosper. I want it to thrive. I want it to be awesome. It's sad what it is, but we don't have a lot of young people controlling our markets. We have very old people controlling our markets. We don't have a lot of anything that's new or modern or fresh. And I want to change that. I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. I might even include some photos of my area in this podcast episode. If you want to see it on YouTube, go ahead. You're already here if you are on YouTube. So I hope you really enjoy those pictures. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know I did. My area is really interesting and full of a lot of different things. And if you really want to know any more about my area, please ask me a question, send me a comment, or post a comment and send a message. I'd really like to answer your questions. Have a great day.